I'm here again to say please vote no on the ordinance for the vacant property ordinance. I think you know my feelings on it. And I'm actually kind of thinking that the vote is already in. I'm a little disappointed in that. Because we come here to address our concerns with you, and you've already made your minds up, and that really just, I'm appalled at that. So I hope that if you have not voted on it, that you would consider turning it down and revising it as a standard property ordinance for everyone within the city limits. Do not go with the flow and pass this issue.
Yeah, your whole thing is you don't want to penalize just the commercial buildings. You want the whole city, or I'm not really sure what you're trying to get at.
You've got a vacant building uptown. You have to pay the $500 registration fee. I call that a fine because you're vacant. It's not refundable, it's not prorated, and if you don't pay that, you have a $1,000 late fee. And if you don't comply with that, they'll encumber the property, which means the city will get their money anyway. Because of hard economic times, it's not rented. They're penalized. And it's a safety issue. Really? Let's talk about some of these safety issues in the occupied buildings uptown. Pigeon dew, you can't breathe in them. Why don't they get penalized? Or somebody puts their foot down on them and make them comply with building standards that's safe for everyone, not just someone who's vacant. My owner doesn't have $500 to pay that. What does he do? He has to comply. I think it needs to be a standard building code straight across the board. Do your inspections. If they don't comply, fine them. I talked with Jenny Cameron about this. She's not happy about it. She would rather put her $500 into the building and make it better than to give it to the city because it's vacant. You get someone who moves out and you don't rent right away, $500. You rent it the next day, you don't get any of that back. It's not standard. It's not fair. Is that fair? Is it really? Peter, you're a realtor.
Yeah. Well, no, the ordinance was supposed to be rewritten. So if you comply with the inspections, that there is no fee. You only charge a fee.
Did you rewrite that?
The law record.
Okay. He added the word benchmark right here on the front page. One word there. Let's see. Because I've gone through this, okay? On the third page, he added item L. Reoccupancy. That's the description. Reoccupancy means eliminating the vacancy by meeting the benchmark set by section 16508. What that means to me is somebody moved in. Nothing of the contents of this ordinance. Sorry, I'm a little rattled. Nothing has changed in here by adding two words and two sentences.
Okay, let's do this. Because we've met multiple times on this. And I appreciate the fact that you showed up at the meeting to express your concern. But if you want to be active in how you feel, or the realtors feel it should be structured, come to the committee meeting.
I talked with Bonnie one day and she said, we've already had 3 meetings. I didn't see that.
Make these changes. Why you want to affect these changes?
We decided that it was important to add the definition of reoccupancy. And reoccupancy would really be the basis of this ordinance. So reoccupancy means eliminating the vacancy by meeting the benchmarks. And that's why we added the word benchmarks, Ms. Coomer, was just to identify how you establish a building that is ready for reoccupancy. Of defining what a vacant building would be. We also changed in 165.04 the registration. You would need to register the building after being notified by the fire department. So it would not be that you would be pre-penalized. You're not being penalized up front. You have the opportunity to fix your property. And if you bring it up to the benchmarks and it passes for reoccupancy, even though the building can still be vacant, but it's ready to be reoccupied, it's no longer a vacant building. That's the true definition of the legislation at this point.
My definition of vacant is sitting empty. There's too many holes in this to trust what you're saying.
No, it's in
I mean,
there.
it sounds good, but I read this and I read this and I just don't see it. I see vacancy, and it scares me for anyone who has a vacant building, period.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion that we table this issue and try to work some wording out.
All right, we have a motion by Ms. Parr to table the issue. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a second by Mr. Pence.